Hi there, Sandra Wiley. I'm the president of Boomer Consulting. I'm joined here today by Jim Boomer.
I'm Jim Boomer, CEO at Boomer Consulting, and I'm excited to be here with you, Sandra, to talk about the Transformation Circle.
The Boomer Business Transformation Circle. Tell me about this very facilitated mastermind group that we have started here at Boomer.
Well, it is an amazing group of leaders who are driving the advisory services within their firm. And, you know, we hear all the time firms are on this road towards more advisory and consulting services, but that really, it starts with a digital transformation. And then it also involves a business model transformation. And so we have leaders from firms that are coming together and sharing what's worked, what hasn't worked, and really helping each other accelerate their progress. When you build those deep relationships, it leads to trust. And we hear time and time again that the level of trust in that room leads to a level of sharing and willingness to help each other that they often don't see in other groups that they may participate in.
So Jim, it sounds like this is a great group of people who love to be together, who love to share best practices. But when you think about the process that's happening in that room, is there kind of a same process, or does it different every time?
Well, we have a pretty standard model for all our circles, but then again, the content and the discussions are different circle to circle, depending on the people that are in the room. And with the transformation circle, before we end each meeting, we talk about what are going to be the most timely subjects that we want to focus on for the next meeting. In terms of what you need to expect coming in that room, it's to be prepared to be engaged. If your attitude is, I'm going to sit back and be a sponge and just learn, you're probably not going to learn as much as you could if you really leaned into the conversation and looked at it as, if I give more, I'm going to get more. And this whole environment of sharing really, what you gain is exponential in how much you engage and participate.
So Jim, it sounds like this would be just an amazing group of people, amazing interaction that they're having. But when you think about how you choose topics, how does it stay fresh? How do things keep changing, and how do you make it really exceptional for the clients that are sitting there?
There's a couple things that we do in terms of how we structure it. We make sure that before we leave the current meeting, that we have a discussion among the larger group over what's some ideas that we want to include on the agenda the next time. Then we take that short list and we have an advisory board for the business transformation circle, and we get in there and we really work through what's that going to look like. How are we going to bring these topics to life to make them really valuable for the group the next time? I think the other element that is of true value to our participants is just the involvement of the sponsors and the solution providers. So the software vendors, the service providers, they're participants in the room. So they're giving insight into what their roadmaps look like, how they're going to help these firms accelerate their progress as well. So building that deep, tight connection among some of the vendor community also builds trust there, and you can move a lot faster when you have more of that strategic partnership with your solution providers versus just a transactional buy-sell relationship.
I am really glad that you brought up the sponsors, because I think that is a value add that wasn't there years ago, and today that is a integral part of how that experience happens. Jim, thank you so much for being here today, and thanks for sharing your insights on the Boomer Transformation Circle.
Well, thank you for having me. And if you are playing an integral role in your firm's transformation, both on the digital side and the business transformation, and what you've heard is piqued your interest, certainly reach out to our solutions team, and they'll schedule a time for us to talk and see if it's the right fit for you.